I'm gonna make a midquel to The Fox and the Hound, and I'm not gonna continue the story in a mature or smart way by having Todd and Copper age and mature. No, fuck that. I'm gonna make it a midquel and make them young again, and add lots of slapstick and unfunny jokes, and make it way more lighthearted and strip the sequel of all the darkness the original had, because kids won't care about that, right? And I'll make a shit ton of sales from the DVDs. Ha ha! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the funeral of Disney sequels. Rest in peace, Disney sequels, 1994 to 2006.
Slowly at the top, when the lights go down and the cheering stops, you got no real friends, no place to call home. It's all a good doggy, but nobody.
I am calling it. 2006 is the worst year for Disney animation. I mean, first, the wild, and then the most unasked for Disney midquel of all time. Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and uh, I am most happy to oblige you all by bringing you my most extreme rants that I will ever do on my channel on a Disney sequel. Because without any build up, you already know The Fox and the Hound 2 or Fox and the Hound Pooh is a fucking disgrace. And the absolute worst Disney sequel that deserves no sympathy and no praises. It might as well be called The Fox and the Hound Pooh and the Death of Disney animation. The Fox and the Hound 2 tells the story. Not that there is a fucking story of it, it's a midquel, even though it's titled as a sequel, taking place before Todd and Copper grow up in the second half of the original film. Todd and Copper one day stumble across this carnival and country fair in between their homes, and where Copper lies to the lead dog of the dog band that he's a stray so he can get in. And Todd gets jealous as fuck that Copper is spending more time with the dog band than him, so Dixie, a singer from the dog band, she helps Todd gets Copper thrown out of the band, and blah blah fucking blah, and you know how it ends. Of course you do. Todd and Copper make up, because even 3-year-olds could predict how this shit wraps up. You know how special the original Fox and the Hound is to me. It's still the go-to Disney classic of the dark age of Disney, and it certainly did not need a disrespectful, insulting, grading, and painfully atrocious midquel that completely took a piss all over the original's legacy. Fox and the Hound 2 is a notorious piece of dog shit. I can still find things to like about Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, Lady and the Tramp 2, Little Mermaid 2, Belle's Magical World, Mulan 2, but no fucking way can I do the same with Fox and the Hound 2. You know, making a midquel to The Fox and the Hound, that is where I draw the line. and Disney just crossed the line, played hopscotch on it, and scribbled all over it, took a piss on it, and a shit, and just rubbed it and erased it from existence. Fox and the Hound 2 was clearly not made by the same people that put the passion and care into the original film. I mean, that is plain obvious of this shit. This could not be a more different film. The original is one of Disney's darkest works. I still stand by that. It was animated by Disney legends, one of the last Disney animated features that Don Bluth worked on before he would go on to make animated classics of his own. But Fox and the Hound 2, I mean, the animation is not only shitty in comparison, but it is far, far too slapstick. What the fuck? What a dipshits animated this thing. I command to know because I want to give them a homeschool ass whipping for making this midquel not even attempt to be canon to the original. Nobody above the age of 3 will like this shitty midquel. I mean, literally, it's one of those pieces of shit that you would sell at a charity shop or car boot sale after you saw it on just one viewing, because I don't see anybody keeping the DVD after purchasing it. If I had a child, I would tell them to beware of this dog and fox turd, and would only show them the original classic. Why couldn't they make a sequel where Todd and Copper, matured, and we saw more of Todd and Vixie. We saw Copper, and Todd make amends with one another and grow mutual respect for one another despite their different paths in life. And why make them kids again? I mean, it's the exact same thing that they did with Rudolph and the Island of Misfit Toys. That's a god-awful sequel to an animated classic. Going backwards and making a midquel makes no fucking sense, just like it made no fucking sense in Bambi 2. There is nothing that we need to know about what Todd and Copper did in their friendship years as kids. They were close friends. That's all we need to know. So this fucking fluff is the filleriest and most non-existent of all the Disney midquels. I mean, how is Todd and Copper joining a dog band relevant to anything? It's fucking not. And also, remember Big Mama Owl and Dinky and Boomer, lovable characters from the original? They are not in Fox and the Hound 2 at all, and they don't even get a mention. Yeah, and Todd was close friends with them. Why the fuck would he just forget about them? Did the so-called writers and team behind this atrocious piece of lazy trash even watch the original Fox and the Hound? Doesn't look like it. Dog Band themselves. Oh my fucking goodness! To say they are bad characters would be too kind. I'm sorry, that's an understatement. They are atrocious. For one thing, they're complete assholes for only taking in stray dogs. They're like, oh, they say to have talent you have to have no owner and be a stray. Bull fucking shit. I mean, that is a shitty lesson for kids. They are completely discriminative to non-stray dogs, and so why the hell would Copper ever want to be a member of them and just disregard his best friend Todd like that? it could not be out of fucking character. I don't blame Todd for going, oh fuck Copper for this, but the fallout between Todd and Copper over a dog band, it's stupid and ridiculously forced. It's not like in the original when Todd and Copper, well, became enemies temporarily because Chief almost got killed. This bullshit mid-course decision to make things more childish and more slapstick was the wrong one. And there's this Dolly Parton dog, Dixie, voiced by Reba McEntire, one of the queens of country singers, the other queen of country music other than Dolly Parton. Now, Reba McEntire is a singer who I have plenty of affection for. I mean, she rocks, but the song that they give her fucking sucks. What a waste of Reba McEntire's talent. So when she's like, good doggy, no bone. Yeah, and no motherfucking boner for this bad doggy. And that guy with the glasses playing the guitar, what the fuck was he even doing when he was playing the guitar? It's like he was giving Dixie a hint to start a obnoxious musical number. You just have all of the the farm animals and the circus elephant dancing along to the song, and you're just like, I'm sorry, what crack were the animators smoking? I'm sorry, the original Fox and the Hound was not a musical, so why the flying fucker would you make the mid-core a musical and just shoehorn in these songs and force them down our throats? Like, not only is Good Doggy No Bone one of the all-time worst Disney songs, but the other songs in this soundtrack are so shit, so I don't remember a single one of them. If somebody strung me up by my hands in a torture chamber and was like, tell me the songs from Fox and the Hound 2, I'd be like, you'd have to feed me to the alligators first. There's even a song about feeling blue in this stupid, sappy, cliched montage about Todd and Copper falling out, the band has broken up, and I'm like, good God, stop fucking trying to make us give a shit, because none of us do. Like, that is a direct rip-off of, Goodbye May Seem Forever, which was a beautifully handled goodbye scene between Todd and Widow Sweet when she left him in the reserve to protect him from Copper and Chief's ode. But a band breakup I could not give even a quarter of a shit. And yeah, and the scene where Widow Tweet and Amos come together, search for the missing Todd and Copper. I mean, Doug Walker praised that scene as being the only positive of the movie, but I certainly don't. It's a scene that makes no sense in the context of the original. Why would Amos want to help Widow Tweet get Todd back? Fuck no. He wanted to, blast Todd with his gun. Widow Tweet wouldn't come anywhere near Amos when searching for Todd. When Todd gets Chief to chase him when he goes into Chief's barrel, which is, again, doing a scene from the original, just infinitely worse. I mean, none of the tension or danger from the original is present. It is played as a fucking joke, and yeah, just to see the carnival collapse in such a slapstick style. I'm like, oh, come on, movie, have some dignity, for Pete's sake. And you know that's amazing climax in the original of the bear fights, and how I praise that as the second best Disney climax. Have you seen my top 5 Disney climaxes video last year? This climax could not be more inferior, and more of a step down from that. So, like, it's barely even a climax, you know. Dixie just tells Copper that it wasn't Todd's idea. To expose Copper's lies, it was hers, and then Todd and Copper predictably make up, and then they trick Dixie and the other dog band to thinking the other dog's in danger to bring the band together. I'm sorry, but I would care more about a One Direction breakup than a fallout between this band. That there is nothing to give a shit about in this finale. I mean, kids will be 100% gripped by the bear fight climax from the original, but with this finale, they'd be like, I just wasted my time. So yeah, you know my verdict. The original Fox and the Hound is clearly the superior movie. Fox and the Hound 2 is such a astonishing train wreck that it's one of those disgraces to the original where you just want to vent about to a therapist just to get it off your mind. You would need buttloads of therapy after going through this torture. Heck, I mean, by the end of this shit, I was pointing that gun right up to my throat, literally. I give the Fox and the Hound 2. Is it even a question at the end of the day? 0 stars out of 5. Fuck this Fox and Dog Turd sequel that should never have been made. Oh, it hurts to even think about that abysmally dogshit sequel. Somebody put me out of me misery already. Well, I made it through ranting about Fox and the How To without booze. I mean, quite an accomplishment. I mean, I don't know how anybody could sit through that hell spawner without even one glass of wine, personally. But well, at least the good news is in my future Disney sequel rants, there's not gonna be any that are as torturous to or as painful to get through as this one. This was as shit as you can possibly go. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this extreme rant. And what are your thoughts on Fox and the Hound too? And I know there are going to be no disagreements with me here in the comments section, because it is not possible to like this one. Please comments and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you next time when I have a extreme rant on Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway, as well as my review of The World of Peter Rabbit and Friends, the good adaptation of Beatrix Potter's works. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.